let's do it.
All right.
Woo.
Welcome.
Welcome back, Bitmonkey TV.
Number 7.
Number 7.
My name is Marcelo.
And I'm Scott.
Welcome. Sorry for the delay today.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna have too many live viewers because I know there's a lot of other things going on. But regardless, we have a really fun interview today.
Yeah, we have a really cool interview.
So thanks for tuning in whenever you do tune in, and we hope you enjoy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our guest today that we're going to be talking to is one of my good friends. I've worked with Silva. I've been his friend for, I think we're coming up on like 9 or 10 years now or something like that. We actually met through Instagram a long time ago, back when we were little baby photographers coming up in the world, trying to figure out our style and stuff. We actually did, it was probably one of my funnest things I did on Instagram. We did a prank for April Fools, for April 1st, for Fool's Day.
Yeah, let's hear the prank.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
So what we did,
because
I'd actually never been to New York, and I'd always wanted to go, and he'd never been to San Francisco. So social media was, still relatively new at the time. So people sort of believed almost anything that was on there. I don't know. People, I think today you take social media and like your appearance and stuff and like what people are doing for, with a little grain of salt, because it's kind of just everyone knows it's sort of like a highlight reel of your life or whatever. But anyways, we had swapped images. So he took pictures around New York, I took pictures in San Francisco, and we like made up this story that we had jumped on a plane. We both posted plane photos, like the wing of the plane, like taking off for New York, and he said he's taking off for San Francisco. And at that time our follower base wasn't as so like intertwined, so people didn't figure it out, at least for a while. So we had posted that we were like flying over, and then we had like certain times throughout the day that we would go and visit monuments, right, and post a photo from there. So I was like, I went to one of the bridges and stuff, and like my mom even texted me. She's like, "You're in New York and you didn't even tell me you were gonna go." So it was actually really fun. It was really cool. But Silva has been a pioneer in photography and in the NFT space, the crypto world. He's the kind of guy that was like your friend in 2017 that said get into crypto. I was like, nah, you've been in it longer, but he was that guy. Yeah. And so he's kind of been in the space, and he continued to like work and stay active in the NFT and crypto realm. And he founded Made by Animus, which I'm actually excited to talk to him about.
I remember, I remember you mentioning this. I'm looking forward to digging a little deeper on that.
Yep. Should we get him in here now?
Yeah, let's do it if he's ready.
Yeah. All right. Give us a second while we set this up.
Yep. Give me 1 minute. Entertain him.
Yeah. We're getting him on the Hangout call right now. But I'm really excited. I actually haven't spoken to him much this quarantine. I think we've spoke a few times, like FaceTimed me like a month ago or something. But just kind of excited to hear about his life and how things are going. I know he's kind of taken a step back from the photography side, but I'd be interested to hear if he's got any, projects coming up, or, what he's working up, or cooking up photography wise. All right. Is he in there yet? I guess we would hear him.
Yeah, we haven't seen him.
Yeah.
Because you'll hear a beep in your headphone, like somebody's trying to connect, and we just have to admit.
Oh, you want to turn the fan off too? It's going to get hot in here. We're going to be sweating, but at least you guys will be able to hear it clear.
Is there any live viewers? Let's hear it. Like, can they hear it? I'm curious.
You can hear it?
Yeah,
I've heard it in past episodes. These mics, man, they pick everything up.
Yeah, they're pretty nice, man. One viewer, shout out.
Nice. Shout out one viewer.
Did you just notice us turning off a fan? Was that bugging you? I would love to know.
Probably wasn't bugging them, but
let me rephrase. Could you hear it?
There you go. Maybe it was bugging them. I don't know.
It's too
bugging. It was bugging me.
I don't see him trying to join in. Is he trying?
We'll give him a little bit longer. Yeah. Sometimes we're figuring this all out. Takes a while. I don't know if he's maybe.
So let's keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Until we hear the beep.
Cool. Well, talking about Silva and the kind of the photo stuff that we've been able to do is like he shoots a lot of music, and he is his like music like photo library is insane. He's done so much, and he's worked with I think he works pretty closely with our other buddy Chris at Interscope, and he's just taken some of the like really like best photos, concert photos like I've ever seen. Like that dude is wild. He actually got me into concert photography in the first place.
I was about to ask. I remember when you started that whole man, you were all over the place at these shows. What was the Governor's Ball?
It was well, Governor's Ball was the very first one. I kind of it's a funny story. I snuck my camera in. I actually had a big DSLR. I think it was Canon 5D Mark, I want to say 3 at the time, and then a 70-200 lens. And if you're not familiar with how big the 70-200 lens is,
gibberish to me. Oh, there he is.
I'll have to save this story for later.
Yep.
Let's go. The man himself. Probably take us a second to get everything go and make sure that he can hear us. We can hear him.
Dang it! Hold on.
Yes. Technical difficulties.
The story of our lives, man. No worries.
Yeah.
As always.
Yeah, as always, bro. We've been dealing with that. I told you, I think, in that DM, man. The technical difficulties we've had to like work out. The biggest thing I think is like cables. It's weird how so many different cables don't work in the same way. Like, because they're a little bit longer, or like we had to figure out this GoPro one here. Also, can you see us?
I can see you.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
It's weird because I connected my cam link and it's like working and it's like it reads it.
We can't see you at all. You're sitting in the dark.
You're a ghost. You're straight up ninja, man.
Fix it up, which is a weird thing. I mean, I could do my FaceTime cam, but it's so lame.
Just do it. Just do your FaceTime cam. It's fine. Yeah, there we go. Hell yeah.
No.
What? You deny us, sir? While Silva gets that fixed. Yeah,
I know exactly why. No,
you keep on working on that. I'll continue the story because I was telling our one viewer that we have right now on Twitch about the story about how you got me into shooting concerts. You know, that one Gov Ball.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. Where we went to Gov Ball and I actually snuck in my camera, big 70-200. What's up?
Gang.
Can we see you? Nope. Yeah, we'll when he gets it up, then we'll swap over. But so the 70-200 Marcelo is like this big, and it's a huge ass lens. So like when I'm going through and they check your bags because, you know, just for general things, drugs, guns, whatever, weapons. Yeah, you don't want, you know, there's certain things. Oh, there he is. All right, we're back. I'll save that for when we're done talking to Mr. Silva. Can you hear us? Are you good?
Gang. Yep, I can hear you. I can see you.
Nice. Yeah, so what you're seeing isn't actually what we're streaming. We've got a GoPro mounted just below the camera, so it's like this ultra fisheye.
Yeah,
weird.
Just for the Google Meet.
Yeah, for the Google Hangouts. But how's it going, man? It's been a minute.
Pretty good, dude. A lot of things going on, but
yeah,
it's awesome.
How's Miami overall? What's your experience been?
I love it. I absolutely love it here. I feel like this is where I'm meant to be right now.
it's just all like it's your vibe.
It's just such a like different change of pace after like being stuck inside for like a year in Jersey and like so much like, you know, hardship and just like, you know, crazy hard times, and then like followed by like winter. And like coming here and you know, kind of like obviously after like being vaccinated and, you know, having that freedom to like go out, and for me, you know how like important like live music is to me.
Yes.
And just like being near like live music at all times, and like outdoor live music with like amazing weather and like people having fun and like not having that like paranoia, because even though like I'm vaccinated, I'm sure a lot of other people are, like, in New York, you know how like cramped it gets, so like being inside like indoors for too long, it's like I don't know.
Yes.
Like, everything is outdoors, so you know it's like a whole different vibe. And it's been a lot of fun.
Florida Wild's out. they were fully ready for this to be over, right?
Oh yeah. It's like it never happened.
Yeah, it's actually weird that when I went out the other night, because California just lifted their like mask mandate or whatever, and so we went out last night, and it was so strange seeing people without masks again. Like everyone's kind of walking around, and it was like, you know, almost like normal. It was still a very weird feeling, you know, being around that many people.
It takes some getting used to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm somewhat used to it, and now I'm like at the point where like indoors, it's like, you know, I had gotten used to just being with a mask and out wherever forever.
Yep.
Now like indoors, when I'm wearing it for too long, I'm like, oh man, this is annoying again.
Yeah, especially with the beard too.
Yeah, that's why I had to shave it down, because like when I came down here, it was like so hot, and it was like I hadn't shaved it since like all of quarantine, and it was just like heavy, and then it would like curl up and under the mask, and it would just it looked horrible. So I was like, all right, just, you know, for Miami, I need to like trim it down a little bit.
Cool. Well, I wanted to talk to you about crypto and NFTs and all that, and we'll get into that. But I wanted to ask you first about photography. You know, I'm sure that's taking kind of a back seat, maybe currently, but you know, what if you're working on anything or your future goals with it, where you see you're going with photography? Any words on that?
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't taken a backseat. I think like all my client work has taken a backseat, like all the stuff that I was doing for brands and sponsorships and things like that. And now, you know, because of crypto and NFTs, now like I'm able to just kind of take on whatever personal projects I have. And then because I wasn't shooting, or I'm not shooting all the time for work, I always just now like I'm bringing my camera everywhere again. And it's like, you know,
so it kind of makes it like, is it more fun now, you think, because you're less focused
absolutely.
on...
I'm just carrying it around. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just carrying it around for like, you know, shooting, rent, like, you know, and because I just moved too, it's like, oh yeah, you know, I have a reason to like walk around and see everything with like new eyes again.
Yeah,
exactly. So I just like walk around and just like carrying it and like, you know, taking photos of Giselle and like, you know, my friends around here, and like for all the live shows, whenever they let me bring my camera, I'm just like shooting. But the thing is, like, I have an A1 and I'm carrying it around and just shooting like a maniac. But my computer isn't up to par because
can't handle those files.
Like, so I have all of these files, and I've been just shooting, and I haven't edited in a while.
Dude, so I know that.
Accruing all of these files.
Yeah, I could only imagine, man.
Oh my god, dude! So I have like, you know.
Do you have a rough estimate of like whether it's terabytes or even petabytes? Like, I'm very curious with the amount of shooting you've done.
So
He's oh my god.
I for sure have like close to like 8 terabytes.
Very nice.
But the files are huge. You know?
Yeah. So, is that the one? Is that the one that doesn't black out when you shoot with it? It has zero it shoots continuous. Yeah, that's wild.
It's so crazy. It's like, it's by far, you know, the best camera I've ever used personally, just because the no blackout thing just
it's wild for music, so I would imagine,
for everything. And it's just like the shutter is so quiet and the focus is so fast that I can just like, you can do street photography and no one even notices, especially around here, just like, and it, you know, the focus is so good that it's almost like a cheat code. I feel bad sometimes. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, and
you literally just hold the focus button, and it just like picks up eyes and like even like bird, you know, animal tracking. It's so fast.
Yeah.
Crazy, but then it's easy to get carried away, especially shooting music. And it's like, and then like, oh man, I've just shot so many photos.
Yeah, and do you think Sony? I mean, you're Sony boy forever. Do you think Sony is still the pioneer, the leader, kind of in photo technology right now?
Yeah, in terms of mirrorless, I mean, I think no one is even close. I think they're just so ahead of the pack. And but I'm also like, I haven't used a Canon or an Nikon in so long, but I feel like, especially this one, it's just like, it's ridiculous how good the focus is. It's just like tack sharp, you know, 50 megapixels, 30 frames per second, like no blackout. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the other cameras have it, but just
I don't know of another camera that has that.
Yeah, and you know, the battery life is really good, and for video, like, you know, I've started shooting a little more video, and like 8K is just like ridiculous to like being able to like punch in on that stuff.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I've been switching between that one and I'll carry around the A7C. That's the one that actually I've hooked up here, and it's like, have you seen the A7C?
I haven't seen it.
It's like, it's a small body, and it almost looks like a rangefinder.
Yeah.
But it has the sensor of like an E7R3 inside.
So that's like your go-to for like, if you really don't want to bring around your DSLR, you just kind of bring that little guy.
Just bring the little smaller round. It's really
no, it looks good. Cool. It's a good webcam too.
Yeah. I mean, I have
it's got that good portrait focus, you know.
Yeah. So Talk to us a little bit about your involvement with, I mean, you're the one who got us all into crypto back in 2017. You were that friend knocking down the door like, get in here, Yeah, exactly. And you've sort of formed, a really amazing community around you. And you founded Made by Animus, which I'd love to hear more about. I only know about it on a surface level and kind of what your guys' like plans are with that.
Yeah, so, I got into crypto, mid 2017, like right before, that crazy bull run. And, everyone I think got in around the same time, and everyone kind of like made some quick money, and some people cashed out, some didn't, but then there was like that big like crash or
we remember that.
And I think everyone just got like super scared, and they were like, oh no, like I lost all my money, like this was a scam, they got me, and they just like left it.
Yeah.
And for me, I was like, no, like I believe in the technology. Like I looked at the the charts and market structure. I'm like, after every big market cycle, there's like an 80% correction, and I'm just like, now's the time to like just keep accumulating, keep buying, keep learning. So for those 2 years, I just kept like learning a ton, and obviously like being super active. Like I had multiple Twitter accounts. One was like my personal JN Silva account, and like a general like crypto account.
Didn't you? Wasn't it Silva, right?
Well, so my Telegram is JN Silva, but then I had a Twitter account, and what was it? My handle was Block Sagan. Like Block Sagan, like blockchain Sagan.
Yep.
With Block Sagan, and then that's where I just like networked and did a lot of like just trading, talking and just research and stuff. But like I kept going, and I built like a pretty solid network of people that I met at like different conferences, and I just kept like learning from all of these people over the past few years. And then last year with COVID and being home, I was like, well, what can I do from home? Like I lost all my work. I was like, I can like get back into crypto, especially with like the government printing trillions of dollars. I was like, this is validating like Bitcoin's use case perfectly. Like inflation, global hedge against inflation. So I just like said, F it, and just like went all in, being home, just like studying charts and being in all these networking chats all day, every day.
Yep.
And then that coincided with the whole like, comeback or resurgence or emergence of NFTs. So I was just like, right place, right time with the right people. And I was like, oh yeah, blockchain art, my two favorite worlds.
Were you aware of NFTs back then? Because wasn't the first NFT was actually created in like something like 2014, wasn't it? Or somewhere around that time.
Those first ones. The first ones were like on a not defunct blockchain called Namecoin. So those I wasn't like aware of. The first ones that I was aware of or that made me hear was CryptoKitties.
Oh,
so
yeah.
CryptoKitties was the first one, and I just remember seeing like crazy prices for them.
Yeah, I think they launched in 2017, right?
Yeah,
I think they were 2017.
And then I looked into them, and I was like, oh, they're too expensive. Like, they're not for me. And I didn't really realize that you can like, make your own art and blockchain. I thought it had to be like a collectible project. And then early last year, I heard about like CryptoPunks and what they were, what they had done and what they were doing, and Axie Infinity and
Axie Infinity is awesome.
Yeah, so like more from the gaming side, and I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. And then I started looking into Super Rare and Maker's Place, like probably in May. I found Maker's Place, and I was like, oh, you can like apply to be a creator, right? And I applied. I did this whole like essay, and I submitted the stuff, and I was like, I'm ready. Like as soon as I got accepted, I'm gonna start minting stuff. Yeah. And I never got accepted, and I was like, dang.
What? Savage.
Jeez. Dude, I was so mad. Yeah, and that kind of like deterred me from minting stuff. And then like I think I applied to Super Rare and I applied to Async and nothing. And I was like, damn, okay, like whatever. And then so right around that same time, I got through my networks, the people were like, oh, like NFTs, you know about it? I'm like, yeah, I know about them. And then with Animus, so Animus started because we were making kind of like graphics and marketing materials for crypto projects.
Yeah.
So they needed like Twitter banners or like Medium article banners or like random like Telegram stickers and memes and GIFs, and I was like, yeah, like we can do that. Like I have a bunch of friends who are out of work. Like, yeah, we can throw together some funny stuff on Photoshop. And that's why we created Animus. And then from there, they were like, oh, like NFTs, like can you guys create them? And we were like, yeah, sure thing, we can make some things, right? And that's how it started. And then we started getting hired to make NFTs with utility for all of these like DeFi.
Were those were all the platforms that are around now like Nifty Foundation, you know, OpenSea, Rarible, were those all around then at that time, or at this time?
So
Where were you minting?
Yeah, so OpenSea was around. They've been around for a while. Rarible as well. Super Rare was around. Foundation was not. Nifty was like just getting started. They were just getting some traction, but they weren't like nowhere near what they are today. Makerspace, I mean, all of them were like starting, and you know, like there was almost, you know, there was some volume, but
were they all exclusive at first, or is that something that sort of has developed over time? I mean, because you said the Makerspace one was exclusive. Was that? Yeah.
Yeah. So Nifty, you always needed an invite for. Super Rare, you always need an invite. Makerspace, you need an invite. OpenSea and Rarible are open source, so anyone can mint on there. And yeah, Foundation later on, you know, you need an invite, but they have kind of like the Clubhouse model where if you know someone that's on Foundation and they give you an invite or like they mint something, then that person gets 10 invites. So then, you know, kind of like spreads. So
yeah.
Yeah, but you know, back then it was also, you know, easier to get on. I just don't think that they were ready for like just pure photography, or they didn't think that it would be a market that, you know, they were kind of just exploring a lot of like 3D.
It took a while for photography to catch on in the NFT space. Yeah.
So I mean, luckily for me, you know, so I was doing all this stuff with Animus, and we were making all these NFTs for DeFi crypto projects, like Don't Buy Me was one project, Badger DAO, and they were, I
think I remember seeing Badger DAO actually.
Yeah, so they were putting them up on OpenSea. We did some stuff for Warp Finance and a bunch of other things, and that's how Animus kind of like got going, more on like the hardcore crypto side. And then, you know, eventually I was like, well, you know, we don't want to like be like an agency, right? Because we have like all these negative connotations of what like an agency is, and try to take advantage of artists. So instead of that, we wanted to be more like an artist collective, just like a group of artists, you know, that try to uplift each other, and you know, at the same time we like service, whether, you know, crypto projects, or you know, we work with, you know, different marketplaces, or we even just do collaborations amongst ourselves as artists. To you know, do cool stuff in the NFT space, and that's what we've been doing, is kind of just like, you know, even if it's like advising, or you know, kind of like recommending artists, or you know, putting stuff together. You know, we've been kind of just like wrapped into everything. It
seems like you've actually had found a place bringing like crypto or NFT projects into the real world, like with Artifacts, right? Weren't you helping them execute some stuff in Miami? I mean, you threw that big party.
Yeah. So the big party was not Artifacts. That was an Animus / Rarestone thing. So Rarestone Capital. So Rarestone Capital is this Web3 VC fund that I am the creative advisor for, and they're just like an incubator for crypto projects, right? And essentially that was just like, I knew people starting it, good friends with them, and I was like, you guys are geniuses, you are blockchain lords, but you're not really like doing anything, like your graphics are, you know, your creative direction is just like not cool. And so I was like, get me on as a creative advisor, and like I'll bring the cool artistry into like anything that you know, incubate. And then, you know, they've done really well, and then, you know, for BTC Miami, they're all coming down, and they were like, why don't we just throw like a really dope event, and it coincided with like a lot of NFT people being here, them being here, and then we had done this big project with DJ Premier a few months ago.
I saw that.
We did like this super dope NFT drop with them, and I was like, you know, what if we get DJ Premier to come down and like spin at our party? Thankfully he was down, and you know, we threw this like really
weren't you have that connection with Los Wizards? They were there too as well, right?
So, you know, obviously being in Miami, you know, I've been like hanging out with them a bunch, and you know, I was like, all right, who can be the opener? I was like, you know, what better band? But like, you know, they're so Miami, and their sound is just like so
much energy.
The vibe here. So they opened for them, and you know, Premier finished the set, and you know, it was like open bar. It was like really fun time. And it was cool because like we got to bring in like those worlds of like all the hardcore crypto people, and like crypto Twitter influencers and all that stuff.
It was a lot of people's first time meeting each other in real life, right?
I got to meet a ton of people. It was actually the first time I met Thank You X, who like I collaborated with.
Your first two NFT projects, right, were with Thank You X.
Thank you, X. Yeah, and everyone thinks that we've been like lifelong friends, and we're like we just met online. It's weird. That was our first time meeting in person.
Yeah.
Which was super cool, and got to meet Ferocious Victor, who's like.
Oh, dude, he has the crazy, or not he, sorry, they have he's crazy insane drop coming out with Christie's.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I saw that.
That's wild,
really cool. And yeah, just so many people. There were like a lot of collectors too, like people that collected a few of our pieces, and I was like, good to see their perspective on things. Yeah, it was really cool. It was a crazy week.
Yeah, it seemed like you took like a week or two off after that to recover.
Dude, I'm still recovering. I'm still just like getting back into swing of things.
Yeah. Marcelo, do you have any questions for Jose? I mean, I've known Silva forever.
Yeah, so I know we didn't do the pleasantries, but nice to finally meet you. You know, I've heard a lot about you, and I grew up with his little brother.
Yeah.
So
I've always been best friends.
Yeah. So that's kind of how we know each other, right? And came together. But yeah, I do have a question. So with all of your recent projects, have you noticed something that you can change to improve maybe one-on-one user access with whoever purchases, you know, whether it's a 1 of 1 or a 1 of 10, or, you know, have you thought about more into like tokenomics, like behind it, right? Giving one-on-one access or certain real life perks. I'd be curious to know your thoughts on that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So for my last Nifty drop, which was like my first solo drop, for the person that won the 1 of 1, the ultimate 1 of 1, so not only do they get the NFT, but then the NFT is then redeemable for like a 60 by 40 gigantic print. And then I'm giving them a Sony A1, like my favorite setup, which is Sony A1 with a 2470-8. But then also, you know, the stipulation was like, if I can fly to you wherever you are in the world, like I'm gonna fly to you, and then I'm gonna do like a private photography session.
Oh, so
dope! That's wild. Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah. So I mean, thankfully, not thankfully. I was like, whoever wins would be awesome. But like the person that won is Charles, who's like, you know, he's helped me out. He's a collector. He's also the one that owns our first 1 of 1 with.
Oh, nice.
He's just like, you know, been supporting me the whole way. And
that's awesome, man.
Because he, you know, so I'm gonna go to. I think he's moving back. He's in Dubai now, but he's going back to Portugal. So I'm gonna go to Portugal at some point.
Hey.
Have a photo shoot with him and his family. So
dude, that's awesome.
That.
Very nice.
What today? So today, sorry to cut you off, but like today,
my bad.
A project called Nifty Labs, and they're trying to do that bridge where, you know, kind of like intelligent NFTs, where, you know, in the smart contract, there pretty much it has the like those stipulations. You can set the stipulations. So like, if you own one of my NFTs, you can like unlock entrance into a private Discord that will also have like, you know, a website, like a Shopify link. And once you go on the Shopify link, you know, you connect your MetaMask, and if you hold the NFT, you'll get like half off merch, or you'll get free merch, or you know, like I can set the perks.
That's pretty cool.
For whoever owns it. So, you know, kind of like you know, you can set the unlockables, whatever they are, and then, you know, the people that own the NFT get those perks. So I actually just got a call with them today, so we're gonna do some cool stuff coming up. But yeah, I'm always kind of just like trying to think of like, you know, what the next step is, and how you can use, you know, NFTs like as a utility tool, right? Instead of just being like, oh yeah, cool art. Like, you know, what can you do to make them, you know, have some sort of utility?
Yep.
Yeah, I love that though. That's I feel like very innovative already, you know, and we're just getting started. I feel like we're just scratching the surface, you know, since I think I'd really hopped on board full time in May this year. So it's been a wild 3.5 months, and it feels like a year. I don't know about you, but
it's crazy, man. That's the thing. And I've been just on, especially just full on, just like all in crypto, right? Just like looking at charts and sentiment and all this stuff since like March of last year, literally every day. So I've been like nonstop for like a year and a little bit now, and I'm just like, oh, I kind of need a break. Like, I mean, I feel like I had to take a forced break when I moved to Miami, because like I didn't have my computer down here for a bit, and I didn't have furniture. So like, I had a few weeks where I'm like, well, you know, whatever I can do on my phone, I can do. But I still haven't gotten to like fully. I feel like I need to unplug for like a month at some point soon. But it's also like, you know, everything is.
But festival season's about to come up though. The delayed festival season, so you're gonna be busy.
Go disappear, right? Go island hopping for a while. Turn off your phone. Get that peace.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I'm hoping at some point, maybe at the end of the year. Not probably in November. I don't know. At some point.
At some point.
I gotta take some time off, but
Yeah.
I still got a little feel.
Oh, yeah.
Did you say you're going to Portugal, or was that a friend who's
No,
going to
he would
Portugal?
be going there.
No, I'm going, yeah.
Very nice.
For the
What,
photo, like the photo thing for his NFT.
Yeah,
Like the
what
movie.
what part, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't even know. Wherever this collector of mine is.
Okay.
Wherever he
Well,
settles
Figure it out.
Yeah. Well, I'm 100%. So that's where I was. I wasn't
Oh,
born and
nice.
raised over there, but I'm full blooded. I was the first generation born out here.
Oh,
So
there you go.
I got a lot of family out there. So if you ever have any
Yeah.
questions or anything, just reach out. You know,
There
I
you
can
go.
connect you with my cousins.
Right. What part?
Lisbon, Lisboa, near Porto.
I think that's where. Yeah, I think that's where.
It's a big hub right now. You know.
Yeah.
Is Lisbon where
Yeah,
the
that's
other
cool.
bridge is? That's just like the Golden Gate.
Well,
Yes,
it was
yeah,
from
yeah.
the same people.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
It's slightly different, but the same. I think architects,
Yeah.
right, designed it, or
Yeah.
but it's.
I think they might
it's
be
really
different
cool.
colors too.
Yeah, that's awesome though. Man, I'm jealous. I'm gonna be. I think I'll be going over there in November. So,
Oh,
yeah, I need to go take care of my dual citizenship. So,
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to have dual citizenship right now. A lot of people are going over there right now. It's really good,
yeah,
especially for like crypto, just business. And I think they have a really good like residency program. And if you invest a certain amount of money, then they give you like incentives to try to switch over your residence over there. So they're like
Yeah.
really trying to bring in investors.
they are. Yeah, they're very laxed crypto laws compared to the states for sure. You know, tax benefits, and you know, it's great to see. It's great to see. I don't know if I'm gonna fully make the move there full time, but we'll see.
Yeah. Cool. I don't know. I think that kind of wraps it up. So we don't want
Yeah.
to take too much of your time, but we appreciate you hanging out with me.
We want to give you the floor if you want to plug anything. Like,
Yeah.
we'll
Any
make
final
sure we
thoughts?
drop some notes in the comments and link whatever you want. You know.
Yeah, let's see. Follow Made by Animus everywhere on Twitter and Instagram, and we're gonna be doing some really cool stuff. We actually have a drop. Actually, I don't even think I've announced this yet anywhere, but we have a drop coming up on July 7th, and we're gonna start teasing it out soon. And it's a really dope drop. I'm like,
That's a wild date that you chose.
That's a wild date you chose, my friend.
We're also working on
Yeah,
a
7-7's a
project.
big day for me. 7's my number, so yeah. Fantastic. Looks like we're both gonna be. We're all gonna be very busy.
That's funny.
Cool.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm sure there won't be much overlap aside from it being on the same day. But like it's crazy because we were supposed to do this like in early March, I think, and we just like kept being like super perfectionist, and we just like kept pushing it back, and now I think it's ready, and we're super stoked on it. So yeah,
Sick. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow along.
Oh yeah, cool. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah,
and,
thanks for your
we'll
time,
chat. We'll
man.
chat soon. And
It was great to
thanks
meet
for
you.
being my first
Sure.
guest too.
Right?
Ooh, yeah, what an honor.
Woo, let's
Where's
go.
the champagne? You should
Yeah.
publish this.
I know, right?
We'll have to send that out to you. All right. Thanks, Silva.
All right, buddy.
Awesome,
Thanks
I
for having
appreciate
me.
it.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good day. Nice to meet you too.
Later, bro.
Awesome. Well, that was as you guys noticed, we've added a new scene, and we were practicing the transitions.
Yeah,
and
switching back and forth. I think it worked well.
I had an ADD, little trigger finger.
I think that eventually, once we have like the little streamers thing that I want to get, you can assign it to different buttons so that it's much easier. You just switching scenes.
Oh yeah, we can
rather
get
than
one of
clicking.
those little number
Yeah,
pads
little
right here.
MIDI looking.
Because you can set the hotkeys through OBS. But man, what a great interview!
Yeah?
Thanks again,
Dude.
Silva, for coming on board. Good to finally meet you.
I've talked him up to Marcelo long
I've
enough.
been following you
It's
for a
good for them
long
to
time
meet.
on IG.
Yeah.
At least my old IG account. I don't think I need to probably hit him up on the
The
BitMonkey
BitMonkey
Studio.
one.
Yeah. But man, I can't wait to pick apart this this clip. Let's see
Yeah.
who the live. I know that we were gonna do a giveaway today, so there's only one viewer. So it looks like it's your lucky day. If you followed from the IG, I'm not sure who you are, but so if you
Why
want,
is it repeating?
what do you mean? The music?
Oh, was that Twitch? Was that Twitch? Sorry, I just noticed something with the stream. I don't know. It looked like the stream was just repeating.
I was just checking the chat box here.
Oh, okay. Well,
so shout out in the chat box. If you did check out the BitMonkey Digital Collectibles, it was just since today's episode number 7, I was like, fuck it. I had this crazy thought to just give away 7 of my collectibles. And I don't plan to give away too many of those because they do give you access to CommunityCon, which is a digital event in 2023. It's working.
okay.
I don't know. For
I
some
don't know why
reason,
it's so slow on your
yeah.
computer.
I hope that's not how it is. I mean, we're recording it normal, but
Yeah.
so we can always
Okay.
lace the recording if we need to.
True.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
The
The recording is the most valuable.
Yeah. So
Anyways.
I'm curious though because,
Dude, your computer is.
dude, I closed everything. Computer's a nice computer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, while Marcelo figures that all out, I'll continue with my
Yeah,
story
go ahead
of how
and,
Silva got me into concert.
Let's hear it. I'm
photography.
curious.
All right. So let's go back. Getting my DSLR, my big ass camera lens, 7200 into Govball, and I the reason why I brought it in the first place is because Drake was performing, and I've never seen Drake live. He's my biggest artist. I'm a huge fanboy. I'll fanboy out harder than he will for Gary V. He didn't even hear that.
What's that?
I said for Drake, I'd like fanboy out harder than you would for Gary V. Drake's my
Okay.
that
Hey,
dude.
so little hint. I do have one of the V friends, the benevolent barn owl, OVO.
Oh,
It's the
really?
only, it's the
Oh,
only
that's right. I
owl in
saw
the
that one. Yeah,
collection.
yeah, yeah.
It's the only owl in the collection.
There
That
you
wasn't
go.
the only reason I got it. I'd like to think I have benevolent traits and characteristics as I've grown older. You know,
Yeah.
I honestly didn't know what that word meant for the longest time. But when I learned it, yeah. I'd heard it, but I was like, I'm not going to use it in a sentence. Hold on.
That word's
I don't want to
not
like
for
use
me.
it in, the wrong, because I've done that a lot in my youth.
I don't know if I've ever
like
heard
10
of
years
someone just
ago.
deciding, nah, you know what? I think I'm just not going to use that word. Just skim over that one. That's amazing, though. Well, okay, anyway,
So
so
let's
back to going to the concert to go see
I don't
Drake.
think it's like too choppy.
Yeah, no,
I'm
it's-
curious. Yeah,
it's fine.
whoever this viewer is, if you saw that link in the chat box, go ahead and visit it and let me know what's your favorite number, and then afterwards go ahead and post your ETH public facing wallet address in the comments, and I'm gonna send you a little present
Yeah, Marcelo was
for
playing
being
Santa
a
Claus
faithful.
today.
Yeah. It was gonna be 7+.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We got to pivot. We had a great fucking interview. So,
Yeah.
thanks again, man. So, but I want to hear this.
Okay,
Continue
so-
the story. I keep interrupting.
No, it's fine.
My bad.
We're just here chatting. So Drake is performing. I was like super excited about that. I wanted to shoot it, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to get that close because he's a huge headliner. I didn't have any access at this point, so I bring my big ass camera and my lens, and they're going through everybody's bags, right? And I noticed that they would kind of just go through the top. They didn't like actually fully inspect and turn the bag upside down or anything. So when I got up there to show them my bag and stuff, I grabbed my camera, put it underneath my bag, like literally held it sideways so that the bag blocked the view of it underneath. And the guy just kind of looked through the top. I walk right by him, put it back in the bag, and I'm in with my huge ass camera. So I got that in, and I was able to get some photos of Drake and stuff. I took some photos of Ray Sremmerd, I think, at one point, and I was like, these are really good. These are like some really good photos.
I think I remember seeing those too.
I sent them to Silva, or I showed him to Silva, and he's like, you need to come show these photos to this girl Laura, who was running the whole thing. She was like the head of production. I'm not sure of her like exact title, but she's the boss.
Yeah.
She was the boss lady, and she's so awesome. She's really cool to work with. But show her the images, and she's like, okay, we can get him a photo pass, So I was in the pits. I wasn't like making any money, but I had pit access now, and so I was able to get in there.
I'm jealous.
And oh my god, the rest is history. It was just so much fun, and I had much better access to the artist, so I could take better photos. And it's just always a blast because we'll go out there, and sometimes it's like not. I love it for the photos, don't get me wrong, but we get to see all of our photographer friends and hang out in the pit and listen to cool music. That's like literally the best part about like festivals.
Right, that good community feel.
Oh
you know?
yeah, because you see a lot of the same photographers when you go around to the festivals, and you're like, yeah, we're
like,
in the
all
pit.
right.
Yeah, what's up? Good to
What's
see
up?
you. Another festival.
Right?
Yeah. By day 3, you're a little bit more tired, but then towards the end, everyone's like, yeah, last night, turn out. So it's just a blast.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. So Silva got me into concert photography. He's that dude.
That's really cool.
Yeah. But I mean, dude, I was so happy to get him on. They're super last minute too. You know how last minute
I know, right?
it was.
Hey, but it's that's how this show's been, and that's kind of like
We'll schedule
that's
the
how
next
it's
week.
gonna be for the next probably couple episodes, I think. But
Yeah.
we'll dial some things in here as soon as we figure out what we're doing for the summertime and schedule post 7/7 because looks like I don't get no summer.
Yeah. Oh, we have 2 viewers now.
Hey,
So-
so if you guys saw that link, rarible.com/BitmonkeyDC, go let me know what your favorite one is.
Dude, we got to figure out that blink.
I know, right?
That's
We'll fix
so
this.
bad. If anyone watching this on YouTube or on Twitch, if you know how to fix, there's like a black blink. It's got to be because we're running like 2 cameras or something. I don't think I noticed it until we started doing the interviews. It's got to be because of some interference between the GoPro and the.
We do have a lot plugged
But-
in, though.
Regardless, we need to figure it out.
Yep.
So if you have any idea, let us know.
No, we have a dedicated workstation we need to transfer
Yeah.
to. We just wanted to get it up and running. So
Yeah, I think that's it though.
I think that's
for
it.
this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
So we'll wrap her up.
So let's drop it with. Do you want to drop it with seven quick? Or you just want to drop it?
This dude is so obsessed with numbers.
I know.
7th episode.
I know.
We
I
need
know.
7.
I'm trying to
things.
give the live
7.
streamers some time,
His
but
favorite number is
how about
7.
this? Instead of the live streamers, I will follow through on YouTube. So,
Yeah.
So we post
That's
this
a-
on
yeah.
YouTube.
That's a good idea.
First 7 comments. The first 7 comments. You got to go check out rarible.com/BitmonkeyDC dog cat. And let me know what your favorite number is. It's kind of like my foray into digital art, and I started the project in April. And I immediately didn't want to just start something and post it to make a quick buck. I put something behind it, a digital event that I've staked some money, some Bitcoin out of a personal wallet, where I'm going to be giving away a Tesla Cybertruck or BTC equivalent, as well as 10 plus ETH, a few other things. That pot will grow over time, and I'm minting 1 copy every week, kind of like to serve as a public ledger for my consistency and improvement as an aspiring digital artist. So hope you guys like it. I know the first 9 aren't the best, but I hope you guys like it.
That
And
blinking is driving me
I know,
nuts.
right? So we're gonna let you guys go. We really appreciate your time.
Thanks for hanging out with
Silva,
us.
thanks again, man. That was awesome. Looking forward to meeting you in person and having more chats and seeing you on your launch with 7/7, man. Wishing you the best of luck. All right, so
All right, signing out. BitmonkeyTV.
peace.
Later, guys.
Later.
Bye.